Jane and everybody at DK. This is my original turbo VTS bike. I used a chain drive here. It has this type of mechanism down here, similar but not as big as yours, that you could adjust to it. You can see up here it has the cable. The cable comes back on this cable here and then comes up, and what it was when you were riding, you had, if you can see this, you had basically a switch, and the switch was just like on a bicycle for 3 speeds right here. See that? That was like it's not hooked up right, so, but this was on here for 3 speeds off to the side, and then I would sit back like this and could ride it. And down here you can see the mechanism of how it slides to the adjustment. So this had a groove in it, see the groove? So you could slide up and back on it type thing. And just to show you, and then it had a monitor, a little teeny monitor over here on this side that was here that kind of just gave you your time and everything like that. But it was really smooth, okay? So I don't have the pedals for it, but you can see how smooth it is, right? Really smooth, even though it's a bent wheel. And it actually had a wheel, a thin wheel in here, like a thin rubber piece, like wheel, like yours does over here, to it. So I kind of wanted to see it. And the concept was, once you do that, is there a way to, do dual action? On yours, it's pretty cool. I definitely like the Heineken. All right, picked the right beer for me. This is obviously a much bigger model, and this could go back further, and you can see the seat there. But it's also a lot harder and louder, to use than this model. And you don't have any way. I guess you're going strictly off the resistance on the bottom versus going off the resistance of like a bike, like first speed, second speed, third speed. So I really like that because it's smooth and it's quiet. This is just a little harder to use for sure, and it would drive people nuts with the noise, but it's a really good attempt at trying to get what I'm looking for, because what I'm really looking for is anything that also the seat can adjust up or down. Like, I like it up here because I'm getting a lot more butt in it, okay? And that's very big. And I like this one because of the smoothness, but my concept was always to have, this to be able to go this could be up a little bit higher like yours, or higher, so that it's a lot more butt involved when you do it. But I wanted to show you the differences real quick of the two. So you already have yours, so you can just take a little bit around here, what it is, and you can see how this is. Basically, that's how it adjusts back. It's been sitting. So I don't think I'm going to be able to adjust it anywhere. There you go. A little bit, right, Marcia? Stuff like that. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. All right. So that's the cool thing, is this was called a PTS. No, it's on the other side. That's what it says. It's a PTS Turbo. And you can see how lightweight it was, and it had the spokes, and you can see this and how it was hooked up with the wiring. So anyway, wanted to give this to you because I'm really interested in this bike. Really interested. You did a great job. I mean, amazing. But I think that this was real smooth. First speed, second speed, third speed. Had the ability to click it just like a bike on there. Was really easy to move back and forth in adjustment type thing, and didn't have a lot of this heavy stuff on it. This is a pretty heavy industrial piece. This is a pretty small one. And eventually what we want to do is put wheels so we can move it in a living room and move it out of the living room. Really appreciate everything. This is pretty cool, but I want it to be really quiet and simple, and again, very smooth. And this is a much thinner piece. So that's what I wanted to show you. All right? Very interested in the bikes.